Hello, my dearest Geminis, and welcome to your April weekly tarot love reading for the week of March 30 up until April the 5th. Now, remember that energies are fluid, so they may not culminate until the 7th day of the week. Okay, so keep that in mind. And without further ado, let's jump into your reading for this week. And I'd like to also thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you so much. And also thank my spirit guides, my angels, source energy for bringing any messages that you currently are seeking to find, any clarity that you might need, guidance. Hopefully they come through during this reading. Okay, so yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your spread. Now remember that energies are interchangeable. Okay, so if I'm not talking about you, my dear Geminis, then it could be that I'm talking about the person that you are dealing with. Okay, so keep that in mind. And also, remember that this could also be for your sun, moon, rising, or your Venus. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the dominant energy for you this week. You're starting off with the Seven of Swords in the reverse, Gemini. Okay, so with the Seven of Swords in the reverse here as your dominant energy for this week, you know, this is sort of like an energy I'm picking up on. Let me put it over here. Yeah, I'm picking up on this energy where someone is going to sort of like dealing with their consequences, some kind of some lies, some maybe cheating, something shady that was going on perhaps in the past, perhaps last week, is going to come to light this week. Okay, so it's sort of like someone getting caught, and someone will be dealing with the consequences of their actions this week. Okay, now take it as it resonates. It could be you, or it could be the person that you are dealing with. All right, so any consequences that may come to mind, maybe something that the person did to you, or that you perhaps, you know, a little playful manipulation energy, either from your part or from the person that you are dealing with, or the situation at hand. Okay, something will be revealed this week and will be dealt with. All right, so let's go ahead and see what you guys have for your current energies. Wow, look at this. So currently you are working with the energy of the Nine of Cups. Now with the Nine of Cups being here as the highlight of the situation this week, you're dealing with something that you truly desire. Okay, it's either you or the person that you are dealing with. Either the person that you are dealing with sees you as their prize, right? Sees you as the be all and end all of their wish fulfillment. Or this could also be you, right? You see this person or this situation, whatever it is that you are dealing with at this moment, as a be all and end all of your wish fulfillment. So in the situation, you are dealing with something that you truly desire, all right? Or that you truly love. Okay, take it as it resonates. So crossing you, we have here the Five of Pentacles. Wow, okay, so, you know, this is an energy of someone either feeling like they are being left out in the cold. It's either you or the person that you are dealing with. And, you know, there's this challenging energy of not wanting to ask for help. Either the person that you are dealing with doesn't want to ask for your help, or you don't really want to ask for help, even though you know that you kind of need this help. Okay, so it's that kind of energy. Either you left this person out in the cold, or will be leaving this person out in the cold. You know, maybe you're thinking about it this week, or maybe that person, the person that you are dealing with. Okay, and somebody, there's an energy of somebody not being willing to ask for help. All right, so that's the challenge there. Now, in your beliefs, we have here the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse as your belief, this is talking about an energy where somebody feels like they've already invested the effort, they've already invested the time into this connection, into the situation, into this person. However, they're kind of like feeling like you know what, this is not going to work out. This was a waste of my time. I spent all this money on this person. I spent all this energy on this person. I spent all that my time on this person or on this situation, and I'm not seeing anything in return. Okay, that's that kind of belief system that you currently have this week. However, we're going to get clarifiers as to why exactly that is once we jump into the clarification energies. All right, so let's go ahead and see what you have for the root of the issue. Wow, this is very interesting. So at the root of the issue, you have here the Strength card in the reverse. Okay, so I'm picking up on an energy again of like someone needing help but being afraid to ask for it. Okay, so with this energy of the Strength card in the reverse, someone is in need of strength, of coming into their power. Okay, so it could either be you or the person that you are dealing with, but definitely there is sort of like a situation where someone is trying to calm somebody else down. Okay, maybe there was a verbal exchange, maybe maybe you don't want to communicate this. Maybe the help lies in the fact that perhaps, you know, you need to communicate something to this person, but you don't really want to, or it could be vice versa. Maybe the person wants to communicate something to you, but they don't want to, that kind of exchange. Okay, so we'll see again why this is here, but let's go ahead and jump into your near past. So for your near past, you have here the World card in the reverse. Yeah, that makes complete sense. So there's unfinished business this week. This week, there's you're dealing with a past energy of unfinished business. So in the past, you guys didn't settle things, okay? In the past, you guys did not finish whatever you guys started. There is unfinished business having to do with some kind of wish fulfillment. Perhaps this is a person that you really wanted to connect with on a deeper level, and something happened along the way where someone felt like they were left out in the cold, like they put in too much work, but they didn't get what they wanted to receive in return because of some kind of lying, cheating, some kind of manipulation that perhaps you are ready to deal with this week. There are some kind of consequences that somebody is paying this week because of something done in the past. All right, so we're going to get clarity again, but for your near future, what we have here is the Tower moment in the reverse. Yeah, for sure. So, you know, in the near future, what you have here currently with the Tower in the reverse is someone is trying to avoid a conflict. Someone is trying to avoid a verbal exchange. Someone is trying to avoid some kind of catastrophe from happening. Okay, if it's either you that is trying to avoid this catastrophe from falling apart, maybe you're trying to hold on to the connection, maybe you're trying to hold on to the person, maybe there's something that needs to be talked about, that needs to be dealt with. Maybe you guys are just dealing with surface level situations and nothing of substance is really being exchanged. Okay, so there's that kind of energy here. All right, or it could also be the person that you are dealing with that is feeling this way. Maybe they're the ones that are kind of like trying to cover up something that they did, something that you know, they're kind of like just giving you BS excuses. Oh, well, you know, that happened because of this, or that happened because of that, when you know that there is something deeper. There is a deeper meaning as to why this Tower moment is occurring, okay? However, there is an avoidance. There's some kind of avoidance energy here this week, all right? So let's go ahead and jump into your self-perception. Yeah, so with your for your self-perception, this is basically your you're not aware of this energy. You may be it's in your subconscious thoughts, okay, and it may be controlling your actions and your behavior. However, you're not really aware of it. All right, and here we have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Now with the Eight of Cups in the reverse, in your self-perception, it could be your self-perception or the self-perception of the person that you are dealing with. This is an energy of feeling like you want to move on. You know that this connection was not or is not something that will work out for you for the long term. However, in your subconscious thoughts, you are not able to let it go. You're not able to move on. You're not able to move forward or to leave it alone. Okay, perhaps that's the challenge this week, the fact that somebody has to be left out in the cold. However, even though you may tell yourself that, or you may tell this person that, or this person may be telling you that, okay, take it as it resonates. Internally, you know that you are still connected to this person and you do not want to move on. It's sort of like feeling like that hopeful energy, like, well, maybe if this person changes, right? Maybe if you're dealing with a person that has, you've discovered some kind of toxic behavior, you kind of want to give it a shot or give it a chance, right? Maybe they will put in the effort, the proper effort, soon, or this month or this week, but you're dealing with that kind of energy. If it's not you, take it as it resonates, and it's the person that you are dealing with that is feeling stuck to you, like they cannot move on from you, okay? So what we have here for the outside influences and how others perceive you, oh wow, look at this. It's the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So it could be either way. So either how you perceive others or how others perceive you. Take it as it resonates. It's a general reading, okay? So with the Ace of Cups in the reverse as your outside influences and how others perceive you, this is telling me that others perceive you as being very emotionless. Like they maybe see you as not being emotionally connected to them anymore, okay? Maybe you're not showing signs of emotions. Maybe you're kind of like sick and tired and you're already cutting this person off. Maybe you're not communicating the way that you used to, or the other way around. Maybe the other person that you are dealing with is no longer communicating in a loving way, is no longer communicating to you that they care about you, right? You kind of feel this sensation where, oh my God, like, why are they being so careless? Why are they not putting in the effort? Why are they not putting in the work, right? So take it as it resonates. It could either be you or the person that you are dealing with. Now let's go ahead and jump into your action and advice. Yeah, okay, so this is a Seven of Cups and for your action and advice. So, make sure you check out all your options before making a decision. If this is you wanting to make some kind of a decision, make sure that you check out your options. You have options. You have other ways to go about the situation. It's not just one either yes or no and that's it. No, you may have other options. You may have other people waiting on you. You may have, there's more to this situation than just this person that you are dealing with. So also it could be the energy where the person that you are dealing with sort of feels like, well, I'm not sure if I want to invest more time in this because I have other options. Maybe they're talking to several people. It doesn't have to be. Or maybe they just have a lot going on. Maybe they just have a lot on their plate, or maybe you just have a lot on your plate and you're not able to decide on whether to leave this person or to move on, or vice versa. Okay, take it as it resonates. But we're going to get clarity as to what exactly this means. Yeah, so this is here for your likely outcome. Now for your likely outcome, here, take a look. You have the Ace of Swords. Now, with the Ace of Swords here, for your likely outcome, this is an energy of some truth being revealed. Okay, so definitely this week there will be some kind of truth being revealed, dealing with the consequences, dealing with past toxic behavior. All right, something like that. All right, so definitely something will be coming to light this week. Okay, maybe you discover something and you finally have the strength to cut out the BS. You cut out the BS, and if it means cutting this person out, well then so be it. Okay, now take it as it resonates. It could also be the fact that the person that you are dealing with feels this way. Okay, so let me know in the comments below what exactly resonates. But let's go ahead and jump into your clarifiers. Why is this Tower in reverse here, please and thank you? Okay, I won't take those. Those are too many. Why is this Tower in reversed here as the near future? Okay, yeah, so definitely. Okay, so you need to sort of like come into this energy of patience. Have patience and approach this in a very, very mature way. Okay, there is a decision that definitely has to be made. However, be compassionate. Okay, be compassionate. Maybe if you want to cut this person off, try to be compassionate. Try to be, yes, of course, be in your power, stand in your power, stand in your strength, but be compassionate. Okay, maybe you might be dealing with two people too. Maybe Gemini, if you are dealing with two people, it might be a Sagittarius and an Aries. It doesn't have to be, but it could also be that if there's a third party, maybe you're undecided on which person to sort of like approach, or somebody is dealing with two people people, more than one, and they're finally trying to make some kind of decision this week. Okay, take it as it resonates. If it's not a third party, then it's just basically, you know, you're trying to avoid making a decision, but a decision has to be made. And if you make that decision this week, make sure that you practice compassion, okay, and that you reach a compromise. So try not to argue for your limitations. Try not to get into some kind of argument, because that will only worsen everything. All right, so that's your advice for your near future. Now, I'd like to see why the Seven of Cups is here. Why is the Seven of Cups here as the action advice? Okay, yeah, so definitely, you know, you're not feeling very good about making this decision, because maybe either you have a lot of options or this other person has a lot of options, but you want a new beginning. You want a new beginning. Maybe also you have been taking the time to like look at this from a long, sort of like a long-term kind of view, and maybe you're either watching this person's social media or this person is stalking you. Okay, you might have a stalker, or you may be stalking this person. Take it as it resonates, but definitely, you know, you want a new beginning. Either if it's either with yourself or with this person, but there's a new beginning that you want, okay, or that this person wants, okay, either with you or with another person. But definitely, you need to come into alignment with clarity. Okay, there's a lot of Swords energy here, clarifying your action advice. So definitely, you know, think things clearly. And right now, you may be dealing also with a person who might be in their ego. Okay, maybe you're dealing with a Leo. It could be, it could also be the fact that you're dealing with a narcissistic person who just, you know, it's sort of like they have an inflation of the ego. Their ego is just so big, and you know, it's kind of hard to communicate with them in a sense, right? But you kind of still want them, right? Deep down inside, take it as it resonates. Maybe this person is communicating to you that you have an inflated ego and that you kind of like are coming across as very egotistical. However, even though they say that, they still want a new beginning with you, right? They still kind of feel like you're fun and you're fun to be around with, and they do want to work something out, okay? Even though they may not be communicating it right now, but they are stalking you and watching your social media, or you're doing this to them. All right, take it as it resonates. So let's go ahead and see why this Ace of Swords is here as the likely outcome. Why is this Ace of Swords here as the likely outcome? Okay. Oh, wow. Look at, I usually get 3, but 4 of them came out. So you definitely want to drop a burden. Something has been very, very burdensome, my dear Gemini, okay? And it could be a toxic connection. Maybe you're dealing with a very, very toxic person, a very toxic connection. Maybe you're dealing with a narcissist who is, you know, just sort of, you're dealing with a lot of betrayal energy. Maybe this person or you, it could be your energy, you know, it doesn't have to be good or bad, but it's just the energy that I'm picking up on. You know, maybe there's a lot of lies, a lot of betrayal, a lot of gaslighting, manipulation, you know, like feeling like you can't live with them and you can't live without them. You know, you're so addicted to this person, to this connection, and it's just like, it's just so burdensome already. You know, it's sort of like, it's become already a very, very burdensome situation where you want to drop it this week. This week you are getting all of your swords together and cutting off this blindfold because you want to be free. You want to be free for yourself. If this person wants to come around later, well, then let them come around later, but they better come around, you know, properly. But this week, definitely, it looks like you're finally dropping the burden, dropping the stress, dropping the toxicity, cutting this connection off if you have to, okay, and releasing yourself from it. If it's a third party, then you're dropping the third party, or you're dropping this person because you no longer want to be part of a third party, okay? It doesn't have to be a third party. It could just be a very addictive connection, sort of like you guys can't live with each other, but you guys cannot also live without each other. Excuse me. So yeah, you know, like, you definitely do not want to spend more time in this connection. You definitely do not want to give it your all anymore, okay? If it's either you or this person that you are dealing with, take it as it resonates. If you're no longer seeing any signs of this person communicating to you in a loving way, or in a very, you know, kind of like way where they they come across like they value you, then that's because they want to cut this connection off as well. Okay, so take it as it resonates. If it's you being toxic, or if it's them being toxic, or if it's both of you just, you know, feeling addicted to this connection, then there is something that's being cut off this week. Okay, that's really good to see. Very, very good energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what your advice card is for this week. What is the advice card from the angels for my dear Gemini? Oh, okay, look at this. We got a lot, but I'm just going to take this one. Chakra clearing, how beautiful. I'm not sure if you got this last week, but somebody got it last week. Chakra clearing, okay? So Angel Metatron, call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. Wow, this is beautiful energy. You know, if you were dealing with a toxic connection, then remember that, you know, there's a lot of letting go that you need to work on this week, okay? You need to clear your chakras. You can Google like a YouTube video on how to clear your chakras while meditating. That should be a good start for you, okay? If you're not really, if you don't really know how to clear them, but definitely purple energy is very, very important for you to visualize while you're meditating, okay? So remember that this week you need to work on clearing your chakras, clearing your energy, so that new energy could come in for you this week, this month of April. All right, and also stay tuned for your monthly readings, which will be posted this week, okay, for the month of April. And without further ado, I do hope that you enjoyed your reading. Thank you so much for watching. Love you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.